They sparkle the same, look identical to the naked eye, and can both cost a fortune. But not all diamonds come from deep within the earth. In fact, some are made in a lab, and you'd never know the difference. In this video, we're breaking down the key differences between lab-grown and natural diamonds, how they're made, how they compare in price, and which one might be right for you. And trust me, the truth about what makes them different might surprise you. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Because in the world of luxury, appearances can be deceiving. What's the main difference between lab diamonds and natural diamonds? The fundamental difference comes down to origin. Natural diamonds form deep within the Earth's mantle under extreme pressure and heat over billions of years. They're created approximately 100 miles below the surface at temperatures exceeding 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. These gems then make their way to the surface through volcanic eruptions, where they're eventually mined. Lab-grown diamonds, on the other hand, are created in controlled laboratory environments using advanced technology. Scientists replicate the same conditions that occur naturally beneath the Earth's surface. The result is a diamond with identical chemical composition, crystal structure, and physical properties to natural diamonds. Both are pure carbon arranged in that characteristic cubic crystal structure that makes diamonds so brilliant and hard. Here's what might surprise you. Even expert gemologists cannot tell the difference between a lab diamond and a natural diamond without specialized equipment. They look identical under a jeweler's loupe. They have the same sparkle, the same fire, the same hardness rating of 10 on the Mohs scale. The only way to distinguish them is through sophisticated testing that looks for microscopic growth patterns or trace elements that indicate their origin. Both types can have the same color grades, clarity ratings, and cut quality. When you're looking at two diamonds side by side, one lab-grown and one natural with identical specifications, your eyes won't reveal which is which. The ethical considerations also differ significantly. Natural diamond mining has historically been associated with environmental disruption and human rights concerns in certain regions. Large-scale mining operations require moving massive amounts of earth, which impacts ecosystems and local communities. When and where were the first lab diamonds discovered? The journey to create lab-grown diamonds began much earlier than most people realize. Scientists first achieved diamond synthesis in the 1950s. General Electric made the breakthrough in December 1954 when their research team successfully created the first reproducible synthetic diamonds. This happened at their research facility in Schenectady, New York. The project was led by a team that included Tracy Hall, who developed the belt press apparatus that made diamond synthesis possible. However, those early diamonds were tiny industrial-grade crystals used primarily for cutting tools and abrasives. They weren't suitable for jewelry at all. The process used what's called high-pressure, high-temperature, or HPHT, which mimics the natural conditions under which diamonds form. A small diamond seed is placed in carbon and subjected to pressures of about 1.5 million pounds per square inch and temperatures around 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Under these extreme conditions, the carbon melts and begins to form a diamond around the seed crystal. The real revolution for jewelry-quality lab diamonds came decades later. In the 1980s and 1990s, another method called chemical vapor deposition, or CVD, was developed and refined. This process works differently. A thin slice of diamond seed is placed in a sealed chamber filled with carbon-rich gas, typically methane. The chamber is heated to around 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, and the gases are ionized into plasma using microwaves or other methods. This breaks the molecular bonds in the gas, and pure carbon atoms precipitate onto the diamond seed, slowly building up crystal layer by layer. CVD technology represented a major advancement because it allowed for larger, higher-quality diamonds with fewer impurities. By the 2000s, companies began producing gem-quality lab diamonds that could compete with natural stones. The technology continued improving rapidly through the 2010s. What once took weeks now takes days. What once cost nearly as much as natural diamonds now costs a fraction of the price. Today, countries including the United States, China, India, and Singapore host major lab diamond production facilities. The industry has grown from a scientific curiosity to a legitimate competitor in the diamond market, producing millions of carats annually. Value comparisons. How much could you save with lab diamonds? Lab-grown diamonds are significantly cheaper than natural ones, typically 30 to 50% less, and sometimes 60 to 70% for larger stones. For example, a 1-carat natural diamond, excellent cut, G color, VS2 clarity, usually costs $4,000 $6,000, while a lab equivalent is $1,200 $2,000, a savings of over $3,000. A 2-carat natural diamond can cost $12,000 $18,000, compared to $3,000 $5,000 for lab-grown, saving up to $15,000. This price gap gives buyers flexibility. You can save money for other expenses like a honeymoon or upgrade to a bigger, higher-quality lab diamond for the same budget. Lab diamonds are certified by major gemological institutes, just like natural ones, with full grading reports. Resale value is where differences remain. Natural diamonds typically retain 40 to 60% of their original value, while lab diamonds currently have lower resale prices as the market matures. Still, diamonds in general aren't strong investments unless they're rare. Most people buy engagement rings for sentimental reasons, not resale, making the upfront savings a major factor for many buyers. The future of jewelry. Will natural diamonds become obsolete? The jewelry industry is experiencing its biggest shift in over a century as lab-grown diamonds rapidly gain market share. By late 2024, lab diamonds made up nearly 20% of the global diamond jewelry market, with projections suggesting they could reach 40 to 50% within the next decade. Younger consumers are driving this change. Millennials and Gen Z value price, ethics, and sustainability more than tradition, and they're less swayed by old diamond marketing. Economic factors like student debt and housing costs make lab diamonds' lower prices even more attractive. Major retailers have adapted quickly. Signet Jewelers now sells lab diamonds across its brands, and Pandora has shifted to exclusively lab-grown stones. Even luxury brands are entering the space, often maintaining separate lines for natural and lab diamonds. Natural diamonds, however, aren't going away. Many buyers still prize their rarity, history, and emotional significance. Each natural diamond formed billions of years ago, long before life on Earth. The mining industry is also modernizing through ethical sourcing, community investments, and blockchain-based traceability to address consumer concerns. From billion-year-old crystals to high-tech creations, the diamond industry proves that beauty can come from both nature and science. Would you choose a lab diamond or a natural one? Let me know your pick in the comments. I'd love to hear why. If you enjoyed this breakdown of diamond differences, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves jewelry and sparkle. Until next time, stay curious, stay classy, and never stop exploring the science behind the shine.